Hey everybody, welcome to the fucking big blue house, or at least that's what this music sounds like. I've been listening to this music while I've been getting everything set up and getting my coffee, and I've just been like, it's like freaking Bear and the Big Blue House is on up there. And what the fuck is this Yoshi that looks like a Simpsons character? Like, I don't even know. Like, what has happened since I've last played this game? We've got Bear and the Big Blue House and the Simpsons. I guess this is the next level we were doing. Yoshi's going branching out. It's not going to be Bear in the Big Blue House anymore. It's going to be... this is going to be... I don't know what it's going to be. Joe Watt will just wait for it to happen and see what happens then. I need to remember how to play this game. A is jump. There's a freaking flower down there. I'm just gonna see what happens here, everybody. Like, don't get your hopes up. Oh, I'm just gonna trust my my muscle memory to remember how to play the game. There we go. Oh, these freaking things. Of course, I have to come back to let's playing this game with this BS. At least well, no, I was just gonna say, at least the Bear in the Big Blue House music is gone, but I kind of liked that Bear in the Big Blue House music. It was just kind of nice. But then, like, that kind of, like, acoustic-y, kind of easy listening sort of music also makes me think of, like, I have no idea how to get that flower. It must be from the other side. That easy listening music, it always also kind of makes me think of, like, whoa, that's a pit. That's a pit. Is there like a... Yes, at least I discovered that, I guess. It also makes me think of, like, school, because the, and it's hard to kind of think of it now when this music is playing, because this music is nothing like what we used to do at school, at Scuola. The, so, like, obviously, right, and this isn't the first time you've heard me say this, I went to, like, every other child in this country, I went to Catholic school, because every school in this country is a Catholic school. Well, at least, like, 99% of them are. I was just thinking, can't you eat those, like in Yoshi's Island? But obviously it was during, like, the 90s and the early 2000s is when I was in primary school. So, like when we were getting, ready to do our first Holy Communion, which was done through school, by the way. You know, it was part of your school year. It was just the normal part of being a child, right? That's the way it still is here, by the way. That hasn't changed. Like, when you're, like, you prepare for your first Holy Communion in school, for better or for worse. Like, that's part of your school routine, is you spend the whole year getting ready for, like, oh my god, like, the biggest event of your life so far is getting your first Holy Communion. But yeah, so obviously there's, like, a mass associated with that. Oh, I should go down. I was afraid of going up through there in case it was like a one-way ticket to somewhere I couldn't come back from. So obviously there was, like, a mass involved, you know, like everything. We did a mass for freaking everything. There was, like, oh, first confession, first Holy Communion, confirmation, and then, like, oh, the end of the school year, it's the end of the school year, and let's celebrate the end of the school year with a good mass, you know. It's crazy when I think about it, and that was just, like, a normal part of my life or whatever. And that didn't change in secondary school, even though the secondary school I went to was kind of like a modern liberal secondary school. In fairness, the primary school I went to was a modern one as well. It's just that's the way life is/was in Ireland, right? So my mouth was full, please. Amanda, please. This is like a really bad combination of shit to have all over my screen. These freaking whatever they're called. These seeds. This level, like, at the rate the wool is going, though, this level is going by pretty quickly. Which is a good thing. These, like, gimmick levels, that's the one thing. Is like, they don't kind of, like, tend to overstay their welcome. It's kind of like, okay, well, look, you got the gimmick. We played ball. Whoa, 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 I'm getting ground up. Where am I going? I'm just, like, going here, there, and everywhere. I'm like freaking Screwball Scramble or something. Okay, let's just, like, stay on one of these freaking things. And go up. Okay, I said I was going to stay on one. When I said one, I meant one for now. And then I changed my mind. Oh, you can't freaking fool me. Anyway, like in secondary school, oh, I've completely forgot about the flowers. Here was I, like, thinking all about, like, these skeins of yarn, and I completely forgot about the flowers. Anyway, this story is going somewhere, by the way. Like, where it's going is that, like, so we used to have to sing songs, like, there was always, like, music as part of the mass or whatever, but it was always this kind of, like, modern, sort of, like, trendy Christian music or whatever, and, like, it was invariably this kind of, like, easy listening sort of crap. And I'll never forget, this is actually a funny story. There was this, this actually is a fun, it's, like, funny in the same way that, like, it's, like, literally the same thing as, like, that, that I believe I can die, all I wanted was a chicken wing. It's, like, literally the same story. But there was this kind of, this song that we had to sing. I feel like we sung this song for, like, every freaking mass, because the teacher must have liked it or something like that. You know, Santa should have rapped it. But, there was this song that we had to sing, which was, like, I can still remember it. That's how, and I'm talking about, like, stuff that happened, like, 26 years ago, at least. Like, I remember singing the song when I was 8. But the song was, like, called Sing It From the Valleys, and it used to go, like, sing it from the valleys, sing it from the mountaintops, and then, like, the next line was, Jesus came to save us, and the saving never stops. It's just like, what? Who the hell wrote this, right? But, so, like, obviously, we were kids. We weren't really, like, none of us really cared about what we were doing, right? It was just part of the routine, so none of us really gave a shit about whether Jesus came to save us or not, right? And we were, like, kids, so, like, I feel like almost invariably, instead of saying Jesus came to save us, we used to say Jesus came to shave us, because that's the kind of thing you do when you're a kid, right? Oh my god, do I need to, like, should I have brought the wiggity whack, the wiggity woo up there? Or I can bring it down here. I can bring the mountain to Muhammad. Okay, that's enough of that now. You've had your fun, you little whirligig or whatever you are. What? I'm trying to eat this son of a bitch. Anyway, so, and I feel like there was almost like a brinkmanship sort of quality to it, because it was like the teachers knew that we were liable to sing, like, Jesus came to shave us instead of Jesus came to save us. Like, sorry, but that's just funny. Jesus came to shave us and the shaving never stops. That's just funny, you know? Oh, I see your little sneaky door back here. Don't think I don't, behind this freaking grandma's woolen knickers. Do I literally just have to kill all the freaking piranha plants? Is this what we've come to in Yoshi's woolly world? I'll just freaking do this. So I feel like the teachers were, like, liable. They knew that we were liable at any moment to sing Jesus came to shave us and the shaving never stops instead of Jesus came to save us. What was I supposed to do here now? Am I missing something? Oh, am I supposed to, like, collect all the freaking beads? That'd be a weird one. That's so strange. I wasn't expecting that at all. Will you stop freaking hitting me? You look like freaking Ike from South Park. It's this thing just, like, with its head, like, split in half. So anyway... Like, so of course they were, like, keeping their ear out so for whether we were saying Jesus came to save us or Jesus came to shave us. Because could you imagine the actual First Communion Mass or whatever? And then, like, you have all of these kids there, and the priest is there, and all the parents are there, and maybe even the local bishop is there. And then, like, these kids singing Jesus came to shave us, and the shaving never stops. Will you make up your mind? You little whirligig. I'm trying to see, is there, like, something up here, but it doesn't look like it. These whirligigs are, like, freaking me out. Like, they're making me uncomfortable, I have to say. To no small degree. It's when you get, like, caught in them, and then you're like, what, where they start bouncing around the place. Their head starts spinning, like, why did you give me a bad weave? I see that little son of a bitch up there. Oh, I see there's, like, mushrooms on the ground, so I'm not as scared now. What the hell is this going to be? A freaking diarrhea... This sounds like freaking diarrhea. Like a roadkill skunk and down it with beer. That's what it's gonna be. So, like, because we knew that they were listening out for this, obviously the worst thing you can do with, like, 8-year-old boy, and it was an all-boys school as well, like, obviously the worst thing you can do is, like, give them any sort of thing to have purchase upon to make fun of, right? So, like, I feel like we were kind of, like, winking and nodding at each other, seeing, like, daring each other who's going to say shave us or save us, right? And as well, like, seeing, like, how loud you would say shave us instead of save us. It's just, what a weird story. Like, that was what constituted fun. You're there seeing, like, oh, how loud do I dare to say Jesus came to shave us and the shaving never stops, because I know that, like what makes it fun is wagering, like, getting right up to the brink of where... That's not leopard Yoshi, that's roadkill skunk and down it with beer Yoshi. That's what makes it fun, is the whole idea of, like, taking it right up to the edge, like, how far can you go? It makes me think of, like, there was this other game we used to play in secondary school called Penis, right? Wait, just let me explain. Where this, and this is just such a... You can still play this nowadays in your place of work if you want, but don't tell them that I told you to do this. It's called Penis, right? And basically what it was in the middle of class, someone would say penis really quietly, right? And then the next person who says the word... I can't even, like, explain this. It's so stupid. It's just funny. The next person to say penis, if they so dared to say the word penis, had to say it louder than the preceding person. Oh no, I don't like these at all. Had to say it more loudly than the preceding person. Get off of my freaking dire dock. So, like, what ended up happening was, like, it's, like, really nerve-wracking because the teacher is there, like, trying to freaking earn a week's wages or whatever. And you have these freaking, like, 13-year-old kids inside in a classroom. Like, and like there's a certain point where it's like, oh my god, like I actually can't say it louder. Like, so you start like dropping out. It's almost like poker. It's kind of like, oh, this is like too rich for my blood or whatever. Like, I can't say penis louder than that person just said it. Like, I can't. I'm too much of a chicken, right? So it becomes kind of funny when you think about it, because again, there's this kind of like tense brinksmanship going on. I can't believe I've said this is like I've said like the word brinkmanship more times today than I have in my entire life, I think, actually, to be honest. But there's this, so there's this real kind of like tension of kind of like who like when people start like chickening out, like, is somebody going to do it? Is somebody going to say it louder? Oh, I didn't know you could just like destroy them all. Destroy them all. These worthless consumer models. And then finally there would be somebody who's brave enough who just ends up like saying it really loudly in the middle of class. I don't know, it's just funny. Sorry, it's funny the things that are so juvenile, right? That you found hilarious when you were like 12 or 13 years old. They're still funny. Like, they're still hilarious when you're what the hell? I didn't even try to do that. Okay, well, let's take this sucker out. They're still funny when you listen, when you think about them now. You know, they're still freaking hilarious. I feel like there's something, frack. I feel like there's something up there in that top left corner pocket. Oh well, I guess we will never know. Until I have to freaking do everything again. But yeah, sorry. How hilarious that that just like the style of music being this kind of like schmaltzy, easy listening, acoustic, folky crap. No, well, I shouldn't say that. This music is good. The music in this game is really good. This Bear in the Big Blue House stuff that's on the title screen. The Bear in the Big Blue House stuff that's on the title screen is good. It's like this freaking shitty like folk choir stuff that we had to do when I was but a boy. Jesus came to shave us. Like, what a song, you know. Sing it from the valleys, sing it from the mountaintops. Jesus came to save us, and the saving never stopped. It sounds like something for freaking Asda. Or which was the one that like was that Asda in the 90s had the ads where people would like pat their butt cheek, like, so that you could hear the change that was still in their pocket because like their shopping was so reasonably priced or something like that. I feel like that was Asda, even though Asda doesn't even exist in Ireland. We still got the same like ads for it here. Yep. I bet you that other yarn was in that top left-hand corner where I went too far too fast. I was so preoccupied with thinking with whether I could, I forgot to ask myself whether I should, you know. But yeah, I feel like that was Asda. Did that have like Every Little Helps, or is that Tesco? I think Tesco was like Every Little Helps. I didn't know it could do that. Holy crap. Their heads are just lying down, they're rolling around on the ground. That wasn't great, but whatever, we'll take it. Have to take my lumps, you know. What was I talking about? I was talking about like Asda. Yeah, there was like these series of ads. Like, I feel like that was their thing. Was like these ads where they talk about like whatever the latest offers were or whatever, like, oh, you can get fairy liquid for 90p or something like that at that time, because that was the price things were. You can get like this fairy liquid for 90p, or you can get, you know, whatever, Uncle Ben Is Uncle Ben even a thing anymore? Like Uncle Ben freaking sweet and sour sauce or something like that? I feel like I haven't seen this in years and years and years. But, and then, like, is that a wasp? No, it's a bee. It's a friendly bee. Honeybee, get out of my house. You're not safe inside here. And Mango, the cat. Oh my god. Get out of the... Please get out, Honeybee. You're important for the survival of mankind. Mango, stay away from the bee. Please go out, bee. Please go out. I'm like that freaking Mr. Bean movie that they put on Netflix. Or was it Disney Plus? I feel it was Netflix. The Bee. Go on, go out. There you go. Ooh, a friendly bee. Ah! Sorry. Sorry, I got completely... This bee, I thought it was a wasp, first of all, and then it was an actual honest-to-goodness honeybee. Was after flying through the 1-inch gap in my Velux window, and I was like, oh my god, how am I going to get this bee? This bee in apartment 23. Could you fuck off, please? I'm trying to hit this cloud. How am I going to get this bee out of my apartment 23? That was pretty sharp, if I do say so myself. And then the cat, Mango awakened. It was like, oh my god, what? Something for me to chase? And I was like, don't let the cat freaking attack the bee. And then I'll have both a dead bee and a swollen cat on my conscience, and I don't need either of those things. Oh my god. What was I even talking about? I was talking about, you can just freaking blow up. I was talking about, like, the Uncle Ben's curry sauce, or Uncle Ben's sweet and sour sauce, or something like that, which I feel like I haven't seen in years, probably for good reason. Like, the advertising campaigns for that thing were just a little bit problematic. They're like, oh, look at all of these people back in the age of slavery and how happy they are to be making freaking sweet and sour sauce. It's freaking demented. Like, who came up with this? Who came up with this crap? I'm in the pipe maze. I'm in the pipe maze now. I should have been paying attention to where all of this stuff was going. I'm trying to get to the green pipe, right? The dark green one, because that's what will lead me up to... Well, no, I wanted to get to the yellow one, actually. I want to get to the yellow pipe, because that'll lead me to whatever is inside in that thing. So I'll go down this green one. But yeah, they used to do like, oh, these are the offers, you can get this for whatever, blah blah blah, and then like it was always a mom like was doing the shopping, right? Because who else would be, you know, that kind of way in the 90s. Again, talking about advertising campaigns, but that we wouldn't see today. So what am I trying to get to now? I should go up into the blue one. And down into the... No, I should go up into the dark green one and down into the pink one. There we go. And then, like... Then she'd, like, turn... She'd, like, her backside would be facing the camera. And she'd turn, like, all, like, gleefully. Like, look, I just saved so much going to Asda. It was definitely Asda. It wasn't Sainsbury's. Even though, as I say, again... None of these things existed in Ireland. They only existed in the UK. I'm just, like, wrecking up your freaking house here. I'm just taking apart your pipe maze, pipe by pipe, naval piranha, or whoever you're going to be. It's some equivalent, some sort of piranha, anyway. And that's what the yarn is going to be, is Piranha Yoshi as well. You can tell it's just all this white and red. And probably a bit of green. I probably missed the green one. Oh no, I have a green one. But, So anyway, she'd like turn around like all gleefully, and then she'd like smack her butt cheek, like so that you could hear the change inside in her pocket, like she saved all of this money or whatever. She's just there like, she like, tsh, tsh. I feel like it was like linked with the song as well. I feel like there was like a little jingle as well that used to go with it that you could, and then like the last two notes were her slapping her butt cheek so that you could hear the change in her pocket. Because the change in her pocket just wasn't enough. So fuck you. I don't know what. Where did I get all of this energy from today? Must have been that Bear in the Big Blue House music. It starts off all tranquil, like blah 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 blah, and then it's like ba 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 do 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 do. Wake up! It actually is just Naval Piranha. It's just like the same boss that's in Yoshi's Island. Wake up, Naval Piranha. And this is kind of cool, actually. I like the look of this guy with all his balls of yarn. Oh, it's Diababa. That obviously was not what I was supposed to do. I might actually die on Naval Piranha. Oh, let me guess. I'm supposed to freaking grab a bomb and put it in his mouth. I'm not a bomb. Don't grab me. Okay, I'm ready for you this time. I know what to do. There we go. And then he has a little, just like in the first game, he has like a little plaster on his navel. Whoa, whoa. This is kind of, oh, I like this one. And then it kind of like undulates back and forth. It's all satisfying. It's like something from like, it's like watching How It's Made on the Discovery Channel or something like that. Whatever you say about Bear and the Big Bear, why did I say it like that? I said it like freaking... I said it like freaking, Dolores Claiborne or something like that, like Bear in the Big Blue House, you know? I'm half past give a shit with this, like, whatever she says. Like the Grand Poobah of something or whatever. She calls him a Poobah of something, of some description. No, the Grand Poobah of Upper Butt Crack, that's what she calls him. Sorry, that's to say. Whatever you have to say about Bear in the Big Blue House, there's a certain like tranquility to it that is undeniable. Like there's a certain tranquility to Bear in the Big Blue House. I'm freaking dead. I need some of that tranquility now. There's a certain tranquility to Bear in the Big Blue House, you know. And that goodbye song is pretty good. The goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye. There's just something kind of like pleasant about it. That chord progression where it's like the moon, the bear, and the big blue house will be waiting for you to come and play. To come and play. And then at one point Bear is like, many moons I know. And then they have the key change. It goes, goodbye, goodbye, good friends, goodbye, goodbye. It's just like really good music. There's something like really satisfying about it. And they have like the it sounds like the saxophone from Mario Kart 8. There's this guy going ham on a saxophone going, blah, 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 blah. It's just like, what are you supposed to do? You can't withstand that level of coolness. Bear in the Big Blue House. And again, there's like something kind of like just tranquil about it. There's something very relaxing about Bear in the Big Blue House. Where's my pipe that where's the pipe that I dismantled to get the red thing? Oh, it's over next to that one, isn't it? But then there's like, okay, don't like waste every single freaking ball of yarn you have now. This grey pipe looks like they had to get it replaced or something, and that was the cheap option. There's like, oh yeah, cheap old grey pipe. Am I missing a flower? I'm missing a flower somewhere as well, and I have no idea where it could be. I feel like it might be here somewhere. Like, I got this, didn't I? And this was just... just nonsense. Just nothing, tra-la-la. Oh, maybe it's in there. I bet you that's where it is. I bet you it's like, you have to like not jump too high, and then there's like a way to, there's like a thing, like a little loop of yarn that you can tongue to get in there. Well, maybe we'll just die on the boss again, and then we'll be able to get it, you know? There's also this version, like, there's this, well, no, first of all, doesn't Bear have some sort of cousin named Risha or something? Well, no, not Risha. I have no idea what Bear's cousin's name is, right? But Bear's cousin is, like... Bear's cousin speaks Spanish or something like that, right? But it's basically the same puppet as Bear, just wearing a shawl. It's just like... Like, she's... What's her... No, Rosa. I feel like her name is Rosa. And she speaks Spanish. And, but it's the exact same puppet as Bear in the Big Blue House, just that it's, like, wearing like, a shawl and speaking Spanish as well. Like, that's the only difference. Okay, I'm ready for you this time. I won't go so easy on you next time. What is it about, like, Final Fantasy X that just, like, all the... It's like Sonic Heroes. It's just one of those games that's, like, rife with like, sound bites to, like, parrot inanely. Like, I won't go so easy on you next time. Live and I live! Most of them are Tidus's ones as well. They're just hilarious. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be going for the one right there. Like, and then, like, mild, just, like, narrowly missing being freaking lamped by the other one. This is the one that, like, goes up high as an elephant's eye. I don't know where all this energy is coming from. Maybe it's because I've spent the last 3 days in Italy and I'm all, like, mellowed out or some shit or something like that. Who knows, right? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't need the how it's made on the Discovery Channel to be going in freaking super speed. Okay, get the one closest to you, maybe. So that you're not, like, going directly under the freaking... Okay, so you jump over him, okay. There we go. Is that it? I was literally on the last hit as well. I never did my intro. It's actually Friday the 13th today. It's Friday the 13th of June. It's the last kind of official... Well, no, I still have the weekend, but it's my last, like, holiday or whatever. I just got back from Italy yesterday. I spontaneously decided, like, 2 weeks ago that with these, like, 2 weeks off that I have, I was like, oh, do you know what? I'll go to Italy for a couple of days. So it was nice. I did, like, a little solo holiday for like 2.5 days in and around, around Lombardy, basically. I flew to Bergamo. That was my base of operations. Did a day in Milan. Did a day up around Lake Como and up towards the border with Switzerland. It was nice. And here I am now. It was, like, really warm over there. It was very pleasant. It was, like, 26, 27 degrees, but it was nicer than when it's 27 degrees here. When it's 27 degrees here, I, like, want to die because of the humidity. There, it was really pleasant. Then I came back, and I was just, like, into a world of fog. It was like landing in Silent Hill. We literally, for the last 10-15 minutes of the flight, you could just see white outside, right, when we were descending into Cork. And then I was like, it feels like we must be landing, but you could just see white outside, you could see nothing, and then all of a sudden there was the ground. Like, that's the way the landing went. It was smooth, like, it was a smooth landing, but it's just like, usually when you're landing, you're kind of preparing yourself, because you can see, oh, we're getting lower and lower, I can see the cars, and I can see the people, and I can see the tractors, and the fields, and the birds, and the bees, and the flowers, and the trees, or whatever. But no, this time it was just like white fog, runway, you know, it was crazy. Anyway, before I start talking, we'll leave off on this Bear in the Big Blue House music here. And I'll see you next time on Let's Play Yoshi's Woolly World. And yeah, we'll move on to World 5. Bye now.